Part 3, Chapter 7, 8, 9, and 10, hopefully, of Green Side Up by Ed LaFlamme. This wonderful book. More on people. This was the whole part 3 is all about. Retaining valuable people. He gives 7 different points about this. Hire people with potential. Always hire the guy who has the chance to grow. Hire career-minded individuals who love their work. Not the folk that's just looking for a job, but the guy who's like loves what he's doing and wants to make something out of this. Pay employees well. If you don't pay people well, they'll eventually leave. They'll leave for like $1 an hour or more, and that's just not worth it, right? He talks about one guy, was promised a truck at another company, and they didn't provide it to him. So he left. I mean, that was a big deal, but that's how he got one of his greatest employees. Show your workers, number 4, how they can advance in the organization, the career ladder. We're going to see about that in other chapters here. Like everyone at the Army knows how you go from like lieutenant sergeant or whatever it is all the way up to general. You know the path, and so make it clear what that path of command is. Include key employees on the future plans. Let them know where the organization is going. Communicate well. Let's not say they need to be informed about everything that goes on, but get their opinions, ideas, and finally, what we just said in the last one: create a learning organization. We went over that previously. Get outside speakers in, get consultants in, help people grow, I don't know, maybe even help them with their personal finances and other kinds of things that they need to figure out to show that you really value them as employees. And that's the last one. Show your team that you value and respect and trust them. Tell your people, and don't just tell them, but show them that you are totally loyal to them and what they do. So take action. Hire people with potential. Hire career-minded individuals who love the work. Pay your employees well. Show people how you can advance in their organization. Share your company's plans for the future. Create a learning organization. And show employees appreciation, respect, and trust. Part 3, Chapter 8, compensation. Right. If they're the most important asset, our people, pay them well. Make sure you're not just paying a competitive rate, but, pay them a little bit above, help that you can keep them there, pay responsibly, and then rank all of your employees every 6 months. Check them out, give them, the tests and evaluate their behavior and their performance and help them. And if they deserve a pay raise as you go along, don't delay in giving it. Give it to them right away. People grow grumpy pretty quick, and you don't need that. You want them to grow, remain content. So meet with them often. Show them you're valuable. We've talked about that here previously before. Compensation isn't the main reason most people stay at a company, but, you don't want to be underpaid. And so you need to make sure that people are paid a competitive rate, which is the first point of the take action. Pay a competitive rate. Rank all your people annually, and certainly maybe every 6 months. Conduct performance reviews every 6 months, and don't procrastinate on giving pay raises. Chapter 9, job descriptions and career ladders, which is going to be kind of similar to the next chapter, Chapter 10, which is HR policies and handbooks. But, every job in number 9, job descriptions and career ladders, like I said in the last chapter, you need to know how you are able to arrive and rise up through the organization. But every job needs to know what the qualifications are. Like, if the gardener 1, gardener 2, gardener 3, these all need to be different. And you can use these job descriptions for posting out to hire people, which is kind of important. And you set out the pay range so people can have something to aspire to and they know what they're going to be able to get to, and encourage employees to look through there. He had hired a guy, Wayne, who was off from some Caribbean island, came to America, didn't even speak English, was illiterate, but, went through, graduated, got his GED, learned how to read, learned how to write, became one of the best employees he ever had. So, if you provide people a path forward in life, they're going to be really appreciative and loyal to you. And so write the job descriptions for each position, show them the career ladder, and encourage advancement with the pay ranges that you have. The HR policies and handbooks, as companies grow, they need, to have all these benefits and policies, and all this stuff needs to become formality. And if you don't have the chance to do it on your own, you probably want to hire a consultant because maybe it's going to help you avoid getting sued. And those lawsuits can be really very expensive. He says he paid $75,000 for his company manual, but it has saved him. He says he paid well over $75,000 for his manual, but it has saved him, Another friend got sued for $300,000. Was that unfair? Well, that other friend had to pay it because he didn't have a lot of things to back him up. You're going to get into discrimination and this and unfired wrong. You need to have the policies and the handbooks there to help you. And if you need help creating that, Steve Cesar, who was a PhD at his organization, can help you create that. So if you ever decide you need to create a handbook, consult with your qualified human resources people to help you get it done. That's the first. Take action. Revise the employee handbook every year to ensure it captures changes in unemployment laws and all these other kinds of things. And investigate the employment practices, liability, and insurance to make sure that everyone's covered, including yourself and them.